Hello and welcome to the second tutorial video about Drugst.One. In this one I will show you how to easily customize Drugst.One to your use case and website style, and which resources we offer to help you with this task. As an example page I will use the result of the integration tutorial, so feel free to check this out if you did not yet. One main resource we offer to help with customization, apart from the section about it in the documentation of course, is the playground. It is an interactive configuration tool for the Drugst.One plugin. One big advantage of the playground is that you can create custom configurations interactively, and these are on the one hand visualized here, but also the relevant code snippets are available down here. So in the end they can just be copy and pasted to reflect the exact configuration that is visible up here on your instance. Step by step, I will now add levels of customization to the example website by mostly using this playground page. I will start by generating a node style. For this, I can go to Configuration and Node Groups to create or adjust existing node groups. And I will start by deleting all the groups we do not need for now. Node groups save the style information, so I can use these functions here to create a node style. I like to have my relevant genes in. And now I will go ahead and change the ID that is used for mapping later to relevant. And I will also set the name of this group to relevant genes. Next, I can go back to my page and grab all the genes I visualized there to load them into the Drugst.One instance that is provided here to directly see how they are visualized. Now let's select some color I want my nodes to appear in and adjust the font color and the shape. So this will be now the relevant group style. To apply this on my Drugst.One instance, I can just scroll down, copy this group's attribute here, and add it to my website. The only thing we still have to do is to assign the node to the group relevant, so the style is applied. And this I can do by just adding entry here that says group relevant. Going now to the rendered version of the website. We see the style is applied. Having the group option allows of course for multiple groups. So let's add an irrelevant group also to visualize this part of the output. So I will quickly go here, add a new group, and adjust everything accordingly. So now I will just set the styles to whatever I want the irrelevant group to look like. So like this. And I will quickly check how they look rendered. Perfect. And now again, let's scroll down and copy the group attribute to my example web page. So now I have to adjust the set network function a little bit such that The relevant genes are also visualized by our Drugst.One component. And should be it. Yes. Now we have two groups visualized in two different styles. Of course, I can also adjust the edge style. For this, I will go back to the background and first enable the autofill edges, see something, and then to the edge groups. And I can just override the default edge group here. All the node or edge default groups can be overridden by this group's attribute, and add some dashes. This, see, great. And again, I go down, copy and paste this now bigger groups attribute my component. Go back to my website, render again, and see style is applied. With the network styles done, let's continue with some general network behavior configuration. I will go ahead and enable the initial physics by default, like this, and also always want to visualize all the adjacent drugs. Further, I also am interested in all the adjacent diseases. Okay, it's a bit too overcrowded, but maybe we can select some different data set. Try with this GNet. Okay, still very crowded, but we also offer different license data sets that fall under a specific category and under specific redistribution rights. If you choose to select one of those, it's not an issue. A user of your website just has to agree and accept these terms of use every time he visits the website. And then we can, for example, select OMIM. This looks way better. So with this, I will again go here, but now copy the configuration object to my website and add this as a new attribute here. Let's see. Yes. Seems to already work, and all the adjustments we just made are applied to our website. Next, we will check out the selection of displayed panels, components, and other features. Let's go back to the playground. Oh yeah, this interface section, and to the panels. And first I will go ahead and disable this overview panel and the node panel. That's not really, or this node selector panel, that's not really necessary for networks of this size. And I will also go ahead and remove this item selector. Yeah, perfect. So next up, I will also disable this drug target search button that would allow to run some drug prioritization algorithms from Drugst.One, but we are doing drug prioritization already ourselves, so we don't need any competing approaches. I will also remove the selection table for now, and let me quickly change the title of the component, because it's under the breast cancer, sondern it's just prioritized genes we have in our Drugst.One integration. So I can go ahead again, copy the config object or config string that's now quite long, and go back to my implementation. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I did exactly what it should be. The drug target search is gone and all the other panels, not any more interested in it, are removed. With an own website, there often comes also a quite distinct style, and in the next step we will see how we can customize Drugst.One to also fit this styling of the website. So for this I can again go back to the playground. I will close up these parts and let's go to the style. I can already select one of some predefined themes. Let's say mono color. There's also dark themes, but let's go with the monocolor here. Also go with some other font, and for now I will just change already this one, some light blue. Perfect. Not beautiful, but perfect. And for this I now have my CSS variables here. I can copy them again, but this time of course to a style part of my HTML, and let's see what the rendered version looks like. Exactly as specified, we now have a beautiful blue handle background color. Some other notes I want to make here regarding the customization of your Drugst.One implementation. For once, you have the customize block in the documentation here. There's also more like the version selection. So in case you want to work with a fixed version of Drugst.One plugin, you can just define it here, or always also opt for the nightly commit. There is no guarantee that that's a stable version, of course. So our recommendation is just to go with the latest. All the available versions can be looked in the index, and there are also more details regarding customization, like all the attributes that are available, so you don't have to resort to this interactive configuration. Of course, you can also just go with creating your own strings, or also if you want to provide interactive changes of the Drugst.One plugin on your website, you can do that, but then of course you have to target these configuration strings yourself and recreate them every time. So there the documentation and all the different configuration options there are might be better for you. This was a short overview over some of the configuration options, and especially how you can easily use the available resources on the Drugst.One website to customize your Drugst.One implementation as easy as possible. So now have fun with customizing your Drugst.One implementation.